I have not sat down and filmed a proper base routine in what feels like months, but probably has only been a couple weeks. So this is everything that I'm doing right now. I told myself I wasn't going to get a new primer until either this is completely filled up or the Sephora sale comes. And the day that I'm filming this sale is in a little over a week. 1, 2. I already prepped my skin with moisturizer and sunscreen. This is just an extra little layer of tackiness. I like running this primer through my brows because it adds a little bit of extra hold. I use it kind of like a base gel. This is an eyebrow gel with fibers, so it adds a little bit more oomph, which I desperately need. The difference already is astounding. I am not joking when I say this is the only foundation that I have been reaching for 2 months now. I see a lot of Korean makeup artists doing this, but they focus the foundation in the middle of the face and then blend it out. Placement, blend. I have a number of concealers. If I want a bit more medium coverage, I go for the Makeup by Mario ones. If I want full coverage, I go for Pat. I think I'm gonna do Pat. Light medium 10, which I believe on the site is described as like a yellow peach. Doubles as color corrector. Put that here. Let that sit while I do my bronzer. I don't know why, but I've been opting for a more subtle bronze. This is the shade Sunny Bunny, which is pretty close to my skin tone, but I've been really enjoying the subtlety. If I want to go darker with my bronzer, I'll also lay this down as a base and then go in with either Sunset Tina or the LYS one for a more seamless blend. Take the extra and just blend it. If I do want a cream contour, I'll use the Milk. I don't feel like it today. Now that the concealer is set, blend it first with a brush. Real Techniques base shadow brush. This is an eyeshadow brush. I think it diffuses the edges of the concealer a little better without taking away most of the coverage. I'm looking straight at my mirror so that it doesn't look weird. Kind of like doing eyeliner. Now we go to the eyes. Focus on the edge first and then tap, because then we're going to go in with a little cushion puff. Blend that even further. And I actually prefer this over a beauty blender because I'm lazy. Just a hint of blush. Set that right in between the concealer and my bronzer. This is the point of my makeup where I would be putting on a hydrating setting spray if I had any. This is an open letter to Trixie Mattel. I'm gonna need you personally to restock these. Oh, I could do better. We have to move on. Huda Beauty Loose Powder. Swirl the extra and then just tap just over the concealer. I may have beef with Trixie for the setting spray, but I still reach for this bronzer. And I have to go in with a light hand because this is just ever so slightly too dark. But she layers nicely over the creams. Sometimes I do powder blush, sometimes I don't. It really depends on the day. Nose contour. This is the Sigma E38. Another eyeshadow brush. Are we surprised? I tap off as much as I can and then I tap starting on the bridge of my nose, blend it up to my eyebrow, and then just lightly diffuse it down. Honestly, this part of my makeup takes the most time. It takes so much work for it to not look insane. Unfortunately, I have yet to find a highlighter that is as blinding as this without it looking like I have a silver streak on my face. I don't really have a tip, so I kind of just put it like right here in the center to mimic a tip. Not too low either. Right there, and then diffuse with highlighter brush. And then this is the key part right here on the bridge of my nose. The light just naturally hits here, so I just emphasize that and blend. I try to just keep it in these focal points, and of course I highlight on my cheekbones. Okay, blinding was not the right word. It just enhances the glow that I already have on my skin anywhere where the light hits. And then I also do the inner corners, but usually that's after the eye makeup is done. And here's the finished base about 6 hours later because I forgot to record the final look. But yeah, that's the base routine. See you in a couple months when hopefully I can tag all of the products that I'm using.